welcome back to the walkabout. So now that we have done a bit of killing, collected some stuff, we're going to push on with the rest of the game. And the first thing we're going to do is come and meet Novelli. We're going to go up and we're going to do Stormvale Castle. So we want to make sure that you've got some of them, because we're going to have to fight birds. So I'm going to go and buy some more of them. Where can I buy some more of them? I remember where it was. He was up here, wasn't he? He was over here. He was down that one. The Castle Morn Merchant has some more kukri. We haven't got too much money. Here we are. That'll get us some kukri.
Trading.
All right. We want to grab that stone sword key as well. Okay, so now I've got my kukri. Let's go up and take out, or let's go and have a little play around Stormhill Shack. So remember to come back here after you have seen Roderica. And let's head up. So we're doing a little bit of damage now. We're not killing, we're not one-shotting everything, but we're definitely doing substantial damage. So this time we're coming up to the left because there's Ballista up there. And there's hidden dudes ready for us to come up the left. But you know what? Am I bothered? Nah. Macbeth fears no worldly terrors. Run straight through. And you may as well rest unless you really want to fight all 11 of them. Which you can, but you don't have to. Okay, now you can, for this fight, if you want, summon a sorcerer. Or, if you want to, you can summon a friend. But we are going to summon neither of those. We're just going to summon our boy. And you can watch the cutscene. Yeah, I can do that too. Oh, this is doing a lot of damage.
Warrior blood must.
Oh, we're nearly dead. Okay, so now we're looking pretty good. We've taken out Margit with like 5 seconds worth of effort. Hooray! Hooray for us! I'm not madly in love with that hat. We will get a better one. But now that we've got 2 of these things, I'm going to put on Carrion Filigreed Crest, which lowers the FP used by my skills. And how am I doing? I need 18,000 for the next level. But I am going to put those on. So you want to be wearing your kukri so that you can do kukri damage to flying things. There are flying things in this castle, and we don't really have a ranged option, and I'm not carrying a bow. So, nah. Oh, did I ever talk to Melina? Nah, she doesn't care. She's not interested yet, because what we're doing is, early stuff.
You there?
He is, though. We won't chat to him.
It's tightly. The guard you breached. Yeah, you're just. I pray.
So he is an interesting NPC. We're going to want to use him later, which is one of the reasons why we came this way. But what he'll do, and it's the only one I've seen in the game, you can look him up online. People have actually tracked it and taken sort of close-up photographs of him. He follows you through this area, right? And if you die, what normally happens in the game is that we want to hit that bird. Your runes get left where you have fallen, and you can come and get them, right? Ow. So that's the new enemy type. Birds with swords attached to their feet. But anyway, back to what I was saying about that guy. He will, because he's a bastard, follow you, and if you die, he will steal your runes. Yeah, so he'll come back. Like half your runes will be gone. So, yeah. Now remember, if you're doing what I'm doing, you've got a fire sword. That's junk loot. A leather shield. And if you've got a fire sword, that's great. It's doing a lot of damage. But remember, where's the guy? Where are you? Boo-hoo. Whee! Now, if you're lucky, you can actually get that Herbert. Got him. And now we've got him running to there and running. Oh, I'm coming to get you. Oh, and he's going to run across there and he's going to give up. Anyway, so remember that these are all full of exploding barrels. So these barrels all blow up. Hit him with your sword, then bad things are going to happen. They're all full of gunpowder. Come around here and grab the hook claws if you're looking for a fist build. Hook claws are good. Nothing else really in here. I'm just rolling through all this stuff because, firstly, it's fun. And secondly, it's fun. Now, this is a gank. The idea is you find yourself in the middle of all that and they throw fire bombs. The same thing is true there. You grab that and he throws a firebomb. So let's go this way instead. We killed this one. There's usually a guy right there. That's the dude who went looking for us. Didn't really work out for him. There's another one coming down here. You can fight on the ladders. As in, you can just hit R1 and you fight upwards. And, if you do it, if you time it correctly, I guess you can kill the dude. But I always stuff it up and lose ladder battles. So, nah, not for me. Now we want to go in here, and when you do, it's a gank. So you guy's going to lock you in here. How? Tell you what, pal, I don't think that was legit. So we're going to get this. Curved sword talisman. And speaking of talismans, we're going to pick up another one. Rusty key. So now you've got the curved sword talisman, which enhances guard counters. So guard counter is where you block, they hit it, and it makes a noise, and then you can get a critical hit. Yay! And you can hear all that beautiful fuzzy stuff happening because we have got extra special health regeneration happening from our little flask. And if you look up top, you can see my health slowly refilling, which is ace. Later on, we will sort out a better system for that, but at the moment, that's a good one. Jump here. Jump here. And grab this. Fire grease. Don't put it on because fire bombs. That's the noise. So you can come in here and grab a lovely little hammer. The brick hammer. It's a great hammer, and it is a great little hammer. The range, unfortunately, is pants. So that's the problem with most of the great hammers, that the range is tiny. All right, coming through here. We're playing through the castle. And you can see Macbeth's outfit's pretty much covered in blood. Eventually we're going to go left, but first we're going to go right. We did that and we grabbed our brick hammer. So we're going to now go left. Watch out for the ambush. And there's a guy up the end here. Oh, missed. Pick up the silver pickle foulfoot. Now, silver pickle foulfoot gives you a better item discovery chance. And what that means is, if you want to get the armor of an NPC, like if you wanted that guy's armor, and I don't, but if you wanted it, you can eat one of those and it boosts your item discovery. The other thing that boosts your item discovery is arcane stat. All right, so we're going to put this on. We're going to rest here because we're going to go and fight a Crucible Knight. Maybe every time I try and fight him, he seems to die, but let's try. Let's try and fight a Crucible Knight. So this is why you need these, because this is all birds. Once you hit the bird once... Come on. That's the great thing about the clay. It's got such really good reach. Come on. Come on, birdie. And the last one is there, and that's where we're actually going to be going. So you do want to hit this one. So same kind of gank that these guys are doing. They got the swords on the feet, but also they are going to shoot, like they can shoot fire, and those things will blow up. So we're going to go down and we're going to kill a Crucible Knight. So this is probably going to say, come down here. Yep, item ahead. No, well, yes and no. There's nothing really here apart from our ability to kill a Crucible Knight. And the Crucible Knight doesn't drop anything except for one of the Crucible spells. So when you kill Crucible Knights out in the world, they drop their spells. If you're interested in the Crucible spells, there's another Hopeless Shield, a Marred Wooden Shield. And... we're going to make it. And here is where you shouldn't panic. So we are going to hit that. And that's going to give us Storm Assault, which is a really nice Ash of War. We're going to run right past Mr. Crucible. So there he is. He's super powerful. Ow. We're running right past him. And we're going to ride the lift up. And if you do this, he often just falls down. You're going to fall down? You're going to jump down there like an idiot? Like a Crucible nerd? Yep. Unbelievable. So you get the Crucible horns for him, like, deciding to kill himself. I don't know why he did it, but he just decided to kill himself. There's nothing else down here. And they never drop, like, he's not going to drop any armor pieces or anything like that. You get the Crucible armor later on because you do a particular quest to get it. Now, we're actually looking pretty good. I don't think we need to rest, because if you rest, you've got to fight all the birds again. I don't really want to do that. So I am going to run. You can run up there. There's like, I think there's an arrow or something you can pick up. You can rest here again, but we're not going to. So now that you've killed the birds, the progression that you want to do is to come straight ahead. Now these things, of course, exploding barrels. Macbeth's not worried about bombs. You can go lots of ways across here. You can go through there and drop down, but I like to go this way because I'm going to get free kukris. And this window's open and I can come in and chat to Herbert. Sup, homie?
I'm looking when I'm not hot enough about
So he's a spell dude, a bit of a
you can see it. Well,
sorcerer. You can buy spells for him.
As a fellow.
I have no interest in any of his spells. Take out these guys. And then we're going to Rotten Breath a couple that are marching together. Oh, they're all the way down there. Fair enough. All right. So he's dropped the helmet, the altered helmet. That's not terrible. I like that. Yeah, all right, let's keep that for a bit. Yeah, all right. Coming through here, grab the shiny. And around to the left, there's going to be another enemy. Love the sweeping attack on the clay. The running R2 is just stylish. Just stylish. They've really perfected this weapon over the years. There's a lot of love for it out in the community. Myself included. Let's do it again. Yeah, that looks good. It's very satisfying to do. Another gold pickle foul foot. Now, you can go in there and kill that guy, but we're going to be doing that in a minute anyway. So I recommend Macbeth should come on the outside. There's nothing up there. However, got a dude who needs killing. Round to the left, more dudes who need killing. Pick this up. Now, we are going to be rotting the creature that is down below. That thing. And we want to get it to go where we want it, which is sort of further away, so we're going to throw one of them. If we're lucky, it's going to go over there and do that. There you go. Dead. Now, what we're going to be doing while that thing is dead or dying... Oh... I think it's pretty unlikely, pal, that you know, speedily avoided... Yeah, we got the bleed off. Because kukris do bleed, so you can see on the kukri there, it's doing a little bit of bleed damage. Builds up blood loss. Doesn't tell you how much, but it's some. Okay, he's dead. Nice and quick. This is useful, and we're going to grab it. That's the Highland Axe. It enhances raw attacks. Oh yeah, we can still carry it in our offhand. It enhances raw attacks by another 20%, which means with that and the raw medallion, our raw attack, so for example, Dragon's Raw, or, you know, Dragon's Rotten Breath, is doing 35% more damage because we've got those two things. So that's pretty good. It is a pretty potent spell. Out of my... Get off my cloud. So I've got his hood. I don't want to wear a hood. Macbeth would never wear a hood. Now this is, it's all dark, but we're clearing out stuff in here. So round to the left first of all, and then left more, and we've got that guy. That one's the hard one. This is the easy one. And if we're lucky, those are the only dogs pretty much that we're going to have to kill. I don't like killing the doggies or the wolves. Thank you for appraising my message. So we're quite regularly getting our messages appraised because, you know, good people good people and true. Starting the game. You've got to have a stone sword key for here, and if you don't have one, you need to come back here because we're about to pick up something super useful. And that is the Misericord is a great dagger for doing critical attacks, but this is the real deal here, the Iron Wet Blade. That's going to let us put our weapon onto heavy affinity, and heavy affinity scales with strength. So if you put your weapon onto heavy affinity, it just scales with strength. Okay, we picked up all that stuff. Coming through here, the only thing up there to kill Herbert, and there he is sort of watching, is some arrows, so I'm not going to bother. Here we're going to run down the right-hand side to avoid this giant ambush. And initially, we're just running past everything and heading into that archway straight ahead. Reason we're doing that is just for the order of getting through the game. So here, we don't need to be doing all that other clobber. We are just going to take out Stormvale. That's all we're doing here at the moment. I think we've actually got a level, don't we? Yeah, let's get more of our strength happening. Sorry, more of our health. I think we want health. We want health up. Oh, health's already on 40, so we can pump strength. So you can see that if we pump Arcane, it does lift our damage, but I really want to get strength up to something useful, like 30. Here we've got a bird, and this bird, of course, does fire damage. Because why not? Why wouldn't a bird do fire damage when there's just lots and lots and lots and lots of gunpowder barrels everywhere? Sneaky dude in the corner. And we can pick up a smithing too. We can also get more bird over here. It's probably good to fight the bird over here. It's just a little easier. I mean, you're a bird. Can't you just sort of fly up here? Why do you need to walk up the stairs? That's just the weirdest bird I've ever seen. However, let's kill Herbert. And when we come in here, we're going to meet a wonderful character we're going to have a lot to do with.
Proud. You are a fine warrior. Your mistake is your choice of master. Let the winds lift you to a higher place.
So she's taken out one of those guys.
Tarnished, are you? I am Nefeli Lu. Time here by how Otis grafting is tainted the If you ask, you call the winds run. I'm certain for a pass fellow down whatever. A pass fellow down whatever.
So she's going to help. And she talks about her dad. It's like, okay, well, who's your dad and why do I care? There is a little bit of upgrade material down here. So we'll take that. We'll say yes, thanks. We're running up the right-hand side because there's a giant and a couple of dudes with him. Okay, all right, I'm hearing you. So now we're going to do an entirely optional bit. You don't have to do this. We may not even succeed doing this. I'm going to give it a go. But essentially, we're going to fight a very high-level beast. Stormcaller Ash is really good. Now, these things absolutely get slayed if you use like anything like a hammer, obviously, because they're pots and they're particularly weak to strike damage. Ew. Just ew. Just ew. Come out here. And we can send that down. We don't want it yet. What we want is to stupidly go to another area, which really you don't need to do. Like, there's only one thing in here, which is an extra seed, and you don't need extra seeds in this game. Just playing the game, you're going to get more than enough seeds. So you don't need to fight seed beasts. But Macbeth, I think, would fight it. I feel he would just say, I'm not going to not fight it. So in we come. First of all, we're going to notice that there are some... Can we make that? Yes. Smithing 2, that was not worth the jump. And then we come up here. I keep hitting R3 on the off chance there are enemies sort of hiding in spaces, which is pushing down on my right joystick. Because the game will trigger and put a red bar above an enemy before I notice them, basically. Alright, there's plenty in here. There's a couple of dudes hiding up here. So we've got a commoner. Got another one. Then when we come down here, we're going to have another commoner. And these guys are working overtime. I think they do, you know, way too much work for the boss. I seriously doubt they're paid to take on someone like me. Alright, who's up there? Alright. And you can pick up the tower shield. So if you are into sword and board, you wanted to play, I don't know, Mason shield guy or something like that, this is a nice strong one. You need 30 strength to wield it, but it does really high damage reduction all over the place. So does that. Smaller strength to use, but it also does lightning damage. And the jellyfish shield is by far the better of all of them because its L2 massively improves the damage of your weapon. So if you're going to carry a shield, carry that one. Surely what you seek is close by. So we look over that side, we see that there are some signs. We look over there, it doesn't look to be anything except for certain death, so we're going to go this way. And we'll come around. And down. And further down. And come around the side and we can grab... Oh. Golden Rune 5. Now we're going to get bats. Bats. So first thing I'm going to do is open this up. And that shows you where we are. So this is the area that we... Remember, that's the big gank there, down there. We don't need to rest, but you can rest here. And then now you've opened that up, it's an easy access point for this. So, for example, if you didn't feel strong enough to take on this beast now, open that up, take out Stormvale, come back at your leisure. The thing's not going anywhere. So I'm going to go over to the other side. And here. And in here we're going to have bats. And the bats, for other reasons that make a lot of sense to the bats, also don't fly-ish, like they fly a bit. And that's sort of it. You get down there, you're going to die. So we'll come down this thing. Yeah. Again, I'm not that massively impressed by the bats. There's a shiny over there. It's not really worth much. So far you've seen I've got like a Rune 5, right? Which is not, a smithing rune 2, a smithing stone 2. Like, there's nothing here that is really good. I'm not going to get him there. We'll come down and deal with him. We're nearly there, so we'll stick it out this episode. There's a rat and a rat and a rat and a rat and then a big rat. Now there's a big rat in there. There he is. Now when we come in here, there's going to be one of those little beetles, so run quickly. There's the beetle. And if you get it, you get Rancor Call. So Rancor Call is a death spell. Death, buddy! It's death, buddy. Death. So you can get Rancor Call and, you know, throw death at people. And this is where all the warnings are going to say, are you stupid? So this is baddie. And I don't think we can actually do anything useful. We can't summon anyone down here. So I think what we can do is just give it a go. So this thing is weak to fire-ish. Ow. This is the thing that we poison. Oops. Ow. Ow. Where are ya? One more of those. Oh, where? Honestly. Ow! Ow! Yeah, down you go. And for that, you get a golden seed and maybe 3,000 or 4,000 runes, and that's about it. So the golden seed, those guys will often drop one. But as I say, you don't need to collect golden seeds that way. There's only a certain number in the game, and you're going to get them all by just going through the game. So that's it. That's all that's down in this area. The only other thing is for a bit of lore. There's Godric. Ew. Ew. Okay, well, we've got ew. So we'll leave it here this time and pick it up next time when we go and take on Castle Stormvale. See ya.